If you're trying to build a comfortable but stylish wardrobe, if you hate shopping or have no place to shop nearby, if you're having a hard time dressing your changing body or finding clothes that fit, stay tuned. In today's episode of Netta Safe Style, I tackle all your burning questions. Hello, this is Netta. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my whole goal for this channel is to help you build a wardrobe and a style that you love so that you look beautiful and feel confident every single day. So I am so excited today to be answering some of your questions. I have been flooded with questions the last few weeks, and it honestly just makes me so happy to hear from you and to find out what your style challenges and style conundrums are and to be able to address them in videos. I try to get back to each of you personally. Sometimes it will take me a couple of weeks. It's just me. I don't have a team answering the questions. I will always answer the questions personally myself. So if you've sent me a question, definitely, or if you want to send me a question, you can send it to support@nettamanley.com. Definitely give me a few days and I will definitely get back to you. But I wanted to share some of the questions here that I felt would be helpful to the majority of my audience so that you could actually benefit from hearing the same questions and the same concerns that maybe you also have answered in today's video. So the first question is from a viewer, and she just said her name is C, and her question is, she is having a hard time finding what fits and looks best on her as her body and her hair color change with age. So this is a universal problem. Our hair color changes, our bodies change. And so some of the things that we did in our 30s or teens or 20s or even 40s and 50s no longer work in our 70s. So C is in her 70s. She describes herself as retired. And so one of the things I wanted to say is that you need to let go of what used to work for you and discover what works for you now. And the best way to do that is to take daily pictures. Now, if you've watched I probably say this every other video, but if you haven't heard this before, if you're new here, welcome. And one of my mantras, one of the things that I strongly encourage each of you to do is to take a daily picture. It doesn't have to be shown to anybody else. You don't have to share it in the Facebook group if you don't want to, although we love it if you do. The reason you take a daily picture is because it gives you an accurate and more objective perspective on what you actually look like in your clothes. A lot of times we either, take a cursory glance in the mirror before we head out the door and then don't look at ourselves again during the day, or we picture ourselves looking a certain way and we don't really have an accurate idea of what our clothes look like on us, how they fit, how the colors we're wearing flatter us, all of those details. And so what's really important is to take a picture of what you're wearing every single day and do that for a month. But honestly, do that every single day. And for the rest of your life. And if you are going shopping, if you try anything on, even a pair of socks, take a picture. You're not going to be able to remember what that item looks like later if you go back and you're home and you're considering it and you're like, oh, remember that dress I tried on? No, you're not going to remember the dress you tried on because none of us accurately remember something that we've tried on or something that we've worn. You have to take that picture. So rant over, I feel so strongly about it because you're going to start noticing, okay, for example, say you've always worn shift dresses and you've always found them flattering, and you're still wearing shift dresses and you take pictures of shift dresses a few days in a row and you realize, I used to think that those were my thing, and maybe now for whatever reason they're not your favorite. They don't look the way that you expected them to look on you. They're not as flattering as you thought that they were going to be on you. And so you're not going to know that without that picture for evidence, right? So your bodies are going to change and your coloring is going to change. One of the things that often happens is that our coloring can soften and can cool as we get older. So maybe some of the more saturated colors or the more bright colors that you were wearing might not work for you as well as they used to. Or maybe some of the warmer or muddier colors you were wearing might not work as well on you as they used to. And really having pictures in different colors and then making sure that you're getting a good shot of your face. So for example, if you're wearing a color close to your face, you want a picture of what that color looks like next to your face because you're going to compare it to pictures with other colors. And you're really going to start looking at the colors that you're going to be leaning toward, the direction that you're going to be headed in with colors in your wardrobe. Same with the silhouettes. So maybe ask yourself what part of your body has changed, and what about your body has changed. Many of us lose our waistline a little bit as we get older. So maybe you're always highlighting your waist in outfits before, and now you find that highlighting your waist is not as flattering, or the way that you were doing it is not as flattering. Maybe you find that you need more waist definition than you need. So look at the parts of your body that you're finding are not working as well in your clothes, and that's going to be your direction. That's what you're going to be starting to change. So for example, you're always wearing sleeveless tops. You no longer like your arms. This is an easy fix. You wear tops with sleeves, right? So many of us have already, or many women have already made that change, and they've said, okay, sleeveless tops are not for me, or cap sleeve tops are not for me. Having those pictures is going to help you decide what needs to be updated and what needs to be changed to adapt to your changing body and your changing coloring in your 70s. So I am not here to plug my program, but I would be remiss to not tell you that I have a style program where I support women like you, women 40 plus, in their journey to style at this age, at this stage, because it looks different than it did at 20 when you could throw something on and you'd feel cute in it. So I'm going to post, there's going to be a little clip about the program at the end of this video, and all the information is in the description box below. I would encourage you to join us. It's the happiest place to get the style support that you need in this stage of life. Okay, the next question is from Amanda. Amanda says, shopping is my biggest challenge. I live in a rural area with few stores, and it's difficult to choose clothes online, not trying them on or seeing them in person. Finding brands that fit my style and size needs, petite, and colors in my palette is also a challenge. If I'm willing to spend more on undergarments and shoes, where should I go? Okay, there are a couple of questions. I'm going to tackle the first one. Shopping is the biggest challenge. You live in a rural area with few stores and you find it hard to shop online. I get that it's hard to shop online. I just did a video of shopping secrets from a stylist for women over 40. And I'm going to link that below because I gave you some strategies in that video on shopping successfully online. This is the thing. If we do not have the stores in our area to shop at, we have to get comfortable shopping online. You've got two options. You can either travel, and I definitely recommend before starting any shopping journey, before starting any style journey, go to a department store. Go to a good department store in a nearby city, even if you have to block off a day and make a drive. For me, if I was going to go to a bigger department store, we have a great Dillard's in our community, but if I was going to go to a different department store, I'd need to drive an hour and a half either direction to Orlando or to Jacksonville to hit one of those stores. So make a day of it. Go, take your time and go to a store and try on a bunch of clothes. Try on all the new silhouettes of pants. Try on all the crazy prairie dresses. Try on a bunch of clothes in a nearby town. And then make notes on your phone about your sizes in various brands. If there's a brand, for example, before Ted Baker was available in our town, I went to Orlando and tried on a bunch of Ted Baker so I could see what the brand, how the brand fit, how it fit me, how it would fit my clients. And then I made a note of what my size is in Ted Baker. I want you to do the same in whatever brands you're intrigued by, whatever silhouettes you're intrigued by. If you haven't been shopping for a while, that's your first tip. Go to a store, try on a bunch of clothes. Then, second, you're going to have now more information about your sizing, your current sizing, current brands, current styles, and it's going to make you a more successful online shopper. Then the next suggestion would be to watch that online shopping video. You need an accurate set of measurements, especially as a petite. You're going to need to know your inseam measurement. So take a pair of pants that's the right length, measure the inseam, go on searchbyinseam.com and look for pants that are the right length for you. Look on websites like Nordstrom or Macy's or whatever department stores that you shop at and look at their inseam lengths. If you like the Gap or J. Crew, look at their inseam lengths and you're going to be able to more successfully shop online. The only way to get good at shopping online is to shop online. So I would strongly encourage you to start shopping online. You're going to get better at it. You're going to be able to start figuring out what the fabrics are going to look like and feel like. You're going to be able to be more foolproof. At the beginning, when you shop online, you want to shop at a place with free shipping and free returns. Nordstrom offers free shipping and free returns, so you can comfortably, Amazon, try before you buy. You can try on 7 items or several items in your home for 7 days, send them back without them ever charging your credit card. But you want to use those resources when you're first trying to shop online until you really get the hang of it. And you're going to get better at it as you go along. But honestly, if you're not near a store, your only option is to start getting comfortable with online shopping. Okay, next is find brands that fit my style and size needs. I've got catalogs below that can help you pick brands that fit your personal style, as well as brands that are specifically geared towards petites. Again, I gave you a tip about the searching by inseam, but you also want to know what your vertical proportions are. I talk about this frequently in these videos, but the Fashion Fit formula will give you your vertical proportions, and so you'll know where you're long and where you're short. So maybe you're petite, but you've got a longer torso, and so you're not going to want to wear petite tops, but you'll always need petite bottoms. Or maybe, like me, you're petite and you're the opposite. You've got a shorter upper half of your body and longer legs. So you're going to want petite tops and maybe regular pants. So you want to know your exact vertical measurements and your exact vertical breakdown so that you can shop, again, more successfully online. Find those go-to brands that are going to fit you and that are going to be flattering. I will tell you, we have more options as petites than ever before. I will definitely link my catalog, but honestly, brands like J. Crew and Talbots and Gap and ASOS has a huge petite department. We can find petites everywhere. Anthropology, we can find petite brands everywhere, but you need to know your silhouettes and your sizing currently. And that initial fantasy shopping trip is going to be the way to go. Next, if I'm willing to spend more on undergarments and shoes, where should I go? So for undergarments, I would definitely recommend checking out a Soma Intimates if you have it in a town near you. Soma has a great wide range of bras and underwear. They have seamless options. They have comfortable t-shirt bras, and it's really a go-to for many of my clients and a great source for underwear. That's a little bit more expensive than your regular, Target versions, but so worth it. Really, really comfortable. Make everything look better. I will tell you, I'll go back to one of my unpopular style opinions. Spend more on the bra than you do on the top. You want undergarments that really support you and look really good underneath whatever you're wearing. So I definitely recommend checking out Soma. I will link some other lingerie and underwear options below. A department store with a great lingerie selection. If you haven't had a bra fitting in a while, absolutely go to Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus or Bloomingdale's or Dillard's and get a bra fitting. Absolutely critical. Buy a really good quality bra. Department stores have a great variety of lines. Some of my favorites include Hanky Panky, Commando, Cosabella, Natori. There's some really, really great lingerie and underwear brands at department stores in their department store lingerie department. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. For shoes, I recommend going to a great department store with a great variety of shoes because you can try on a variety of different styles. I love Nordstrom's shoe department. I love Dillard's shoe department. Zappos, free shipping, free returns at Zappos. So definitely if you are wanting to shop across a variety of brands, department stores are going to be the way to go. Now, in terms of specific brands with shoes, oh my goodness, this is my pet topic. I could go on and on. I absolutely love Sarah Flint shoes. They're a higher end, really, really comfortable brand, but they don't look like comfort shoes. They just look like beautiful shoes that happen to be comfortable. They are a little bit more expensive. I highly, highly recommend them. I also recommend Vivaya shoes. They're sustainable, they're really, really comfortable, and they're washable. So depending on your lifestyle, depending on your personal style, depending on your budget, definitely check out some of those shoe brands. As far as brands that you're familiar with that you go to, stores that you go to all the time, J. Crew has amazing shoes. Bowden has great shoes. So you've got a lot of great options in shoes, and I will link my shoe catalog below so you can see what some of my favorite brands are. Okay, thank you so much, Amanda. Oh my goodness, I could have gone on and on about your question. Like I said, these are questions many of you have, so I'm addressing them all through questions that you have sent me. Okay, this is a question from Kelly. Kelly says, nothing fits. I gained so much weight during quarantine and I'm depressed and feeling not so attractive. I don't know how to dress at this current weight, and I feel like if I buy new clothes to fit my larger frame, I'm admitting the fact that I'm fat. Okay. Oh, this breaks my heart. So Kelly, I would love to have you in the style program, not because I'm trying to sell you a style program, but because I feel like you need the support. So many of the women in the program have been through that. We've all been through changes with our bodies, changes with our skin, changes with our hair, changes with our coloring. Like that is just part of getting older, and adjusting your body to where you're at right now, adjusting your eye to where you're at right now can be really, really hard. I was just talking to a dear friend last week who was going through this and had kind of a dressing room meltdown, dressing room moment where she was putting things on and she was texting me pictures and she was just genuinely disheartened. She's going through menopause and everything is changing and she can't keep up with it. She's working out, she's eating right, and it's still not making the difference that she wants to make. So my encouragement to her and to anyone who's going through, if you're going through that stage, I don't actually have your age here, but if you're going through that stage where you feel like things are shifting because of that time of life, then I would suggest maybe getting a hormonal workup and figuring out if hormones are an issue. That's what the doctor said for me. He said, it's not your metabolism, it's your hormones. That's why your body is kind of dramatically changing. Okay, that said, you need clothes that support you where you're at right now. You need clothes that support you where you're at right now. I don't know what size range you're in, whether you're in regular sizes still or whether you're in plus sizes, but I would encourage you to go to an affordable store, a place that you consider very affordable. Now, that can be a consignment or secondhand store, or it can be Target, it can be Old Navy, and to buy a few basics in neutral colors for your current size. They have to fit you. We're going into summer, you want a couple of summer dresses in solid neutrals. You want a couple of summer pants and a couple of summer tops in solid neutrals. Then the emphasis needs to be on beauty and on grooming. When we're not feeling our best and we're not feeling our most beautiful and we feel like our body is not what we want it to be, or our goals are not where we're not at our goals yet body-wise, you need to focus on this. You need to focus on your hair, your makeup, your skin, your nails, making sure everything is polished, everything is beautiful. This is what people see the most of you. And if you can make that look and feel its absolute best, then you're going to feel a lot more confident and a lot more in control. Because one of the things that gaining weight and feeling like we've lost control of our bodies, it is a feeling of a lack of control and like we are powerless. And we can take back some of that power in the way that we present ourselves by making sure that our portrait is beautiful. So go to a makeup counter and get your makeup done, and buy a couple of new lipsticks, buy a new shade of blush or a new shade of eyeshadow, buy a beautiful new mascara, buy some great perfume, get your hair done, make sure your roots are in tip-top shape, get a manicure, do whatever it takes in those self-care rituals to make your portrait look and feel its absolute best. Buy some basic pieces in your current size in neutral colors, because you can wear them again and again, and you only need, 10 to 12 pieces and to get you through the season. And then you've got the beauty, you've got the neutral wardrobe, and then add beautiful accessories. Grab a couple of great pairs of shoes, beautiful pair of earrings, a great bracelet, some great accessories that you can use to mix and match with these wardrobe pieces that you've brought in, and create this wardrobe that is a transitional wardrobe for you as you lose weight that still makes you look and feel your best. I remember running into a client years ago, and she had gained a lot of weight, and her mother-in-law had very gently and kindly told her, you really should take better care of yourself in terms of the way that you dress. So you don't need to, just because you've gained weight doesn't mean you need to be in your yoga pants or your leggings all the time. So I encouraged her to buy a few pieces. We discussed what she would buy. She came back. I didn't see her all summer long. She came back at the end of the summer and she had lost weight. And she said that dressing in a way that honored her body where it was at right now was a catalyst for her to help her lose her weight and to get to reach her goals. And she just looked amazing. She had reached the weight goals that she had, but more importantly than that, she had the confidence and the pep in her step again, right? Because she looked and felt great in her clothes. So I hope that helped. I feel for you. We all have been through these transitions, and you have to take care of yourself where you're at right now. So I hope that was helpful. I know a lot of women struggle with this same issue. Let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful, if you'd like another video on this. And I will link other videos I've done on this topic. Okay, I'm short. This is the next question. Sorry. I'm short, 5'1.5", and have narrow shoulders, wider hips, and I'm long-waisted. Doesn't get any better. Typically, I buy tops that don't have a waist and are a size or two too large so that they fit over my hips. Everything looks baggy and frumpy. Okay, Kirstin, I see right away the thing that jumped out at me is you have a long torso and you're wearing long tops that fit over your hips. Now, As a long torso person, you need a top that ends higher up because you're making your torso look longer, your legs look shorter, and you're wearing oversized tops so that they fit over your hips when they don't need to fit over your hips. They need to end above your hips. As what I'm guessing is a style dial orange or style dial green, that means you've got a pear-shaped body type. From your description, you've got narrow shoulders and you've got more shape in the lower half of your body. The last thing you want to do is to end your tops at a wide part on your hips. So you don't want tops that are long. You don't want tops that are going to cover your hips. You want tops that are shorter, that are going to show off your waistline, and that are going to downplay your hips. So play with the lengths of tops. I would encourage you to try on all the tops in your wardrobe and try pinning some of them up, taking pictures and trying to see what your best length in tops is going to be, because that's going to be critical for you. You do not want tops. You do not want to buy tops that are too big. That's going to swallow you up, especially if you have narrower shoulders. You're going to look like you're swimming in fabric. That will add weight. It will make you look shorter. And again, at 5'1.5", being petite, you want to make your legs look a little bit longer. Your torso is already long. Bring that hemline up of the tops. And I talked about this in another video. I'll link it below, where you want to look at the 1/3 to 2/3 ratio. Now, if you've got, your torso is sort of roughly 2/3 because your torso is longer and your bottoms are 1/3. You want to switch that up a little so that your legs look longer and your waistline appears a little bit higher and a little bit shorter. So my strong recommendation for you, and for anyone who's challenged with this vertical proportions, and that's many of us, especially those of us who are petite, is to check out the Fashion Fit formula. The Fashion Fit formula will give you your exact length for tops. When you wear your tops at the right length, you're going to look taller, you're going to look longer, you're going to look leaner. You're not going to have to buy your tops oversized so that they fit your hips and your shoulders, and you're going to be able to shop a lot more confidently. So I hope that was helpful, Kirstin, and I'm going to share the links to videos that I've done on this topic, as well as the Fashion Fit formula, in the description box below, and go into more detail about this in the blog post. Okay, next question is from Dana. Dana says she wants to be confident in her clothing choices. Now, I'm going to refer you back to the first question where I suggested start today, and take a picture every single day of your outfits. One of the reasons we're not confident in our clothing choices is because we don't really know whether what we're wearing is working. And the way for us to know whether what we're wearing is working is to look back on a month's worth of pictures and say, this worked, this didn't, this worked, this didn't. Then when you wear the items that work, again, you're going to have the confidence with knowing that your choices worked for you. You know that those items looked good on you. You know that they were flattering. You know that they worked for where you're at. So I would, again, this is not about my program, but I would absolutely love to have you in my Ageless Style Confidence program. The whole point of the program is to help you feel more confident in your choices. And we get confident in our choices by, first of all, a self-awareness, by analyzing what we've worn and seeing what works and what doesn't, but also by really understanding our unique coloring, our unique body shape, and our unique vertical frame, our unique vertical proportions, our personal style, our lifestyle, by mirroring all these together and creating a personal style that really works for us, that is doable, that is practical, that is an everyday reflexive, I get up, I get dressed, I feel great in what I'm wearing, I'm confident in my choices. That's something I want for you. It's something I want for every woman. So like I said, I'm going to put a clip of the Ageless Style program at the end of this video. I hope that you will consider joining us and allowing me to support you as you become more confident in your clothing choices. Okay, next question is from Randy. Randy says, my big issue is marrying comfort and style. I love blue jeans and have some pairs that fit and flatter beautifully, but they're just not as comfortable as joggers. No, they're not. I work as a pediatric therapist and I'm constantly moving around on the floor, changing up equipment in the therapy room, or going for long walks with my teenage clients. Not to mention, I'm also a mom of toddlers. Oh my goodness. And, but even if I weren't moving around a lot in my daily life, I'd still always prefer to be wearing joggers at the desk. I love my crew neck cotton sweaters and flattering joggers, but that outfit, even though I try to elevate it, it's just not cutting it for you. Okay, so I have talked about this extensively because many of us work from home. You have a very active lifestyle. You're not even working from home. You're on the floor. You're with toddlers. You're a therapist. Like, oh my goodness, you absolutely need clothes that are comfortable. First of all, I will say, if you haven't tried some of the newer pairs of jeans that are out right now, they're not going to feel like joggers. They will never feel like joggers unless they were made of cotton knit material, right? But some of them are absolutely comfortable. So if you're still thinking of denim as being stiff and unforgiving, you don't want that Japanese stiff denim with your lifestyle and with your requirements. But I would suggest checking out a brand like Mott and Bow. I'll pop my description code up. It's just my name, Netta. Their jeans are genuinely really, really comfortable. The other thing I would suggest is finding pants that feel like joggers but look more elevated. I've talked about them before. The Everlane Dream Pants are my go-to. Absolutely feel, I'm actually wearing them right now. They absolutely feel like pajama bottoms. They do, but they look like dress pants. I absolutely love them. So finding a pair of tapered leg pants with a hidden elastic waistband that looks like a dressier pants. I have made this my go-to pant silhouette because I'm sitting at my desk all the time or I'm driving to pick up my kids. And I just want pants that are comfortable and don't pinch. So between my Mott and Bow jeans and my tapered pants with an elastic waist, I'm covered. So the Everlane Dream Pants, the Banana Republic Hayden pants that I've worn many times, super, super comfortable. The Beta brand pants, they literally, they call them the dress pant yoga pants, super, super comfortable. Spanx has a version, very, very comfortable. And there are a lot of brands that are doing that. There's a brand called A Day that has their Turn It Up pants, another really, really popular style with my clients. Again, these pants feel like jogging pants. They feel like joggers. They feel like leggings or yoga pants, but they are really, really comfortable. So I definitely recommend finding those pieces and recognizing the fact that you're in a stage right now where you need your clothes to be comfortable. I would recommend, instead of pairing these elevated tapered dress pants with a crew neck sweater, trying blouses, trying knit tops and tees that are comfortable and easy, but also beautiful. And you're going to feel, just mixing up that formula a little bit. If you have the option when you're not on the floor with clients and you want to throw on a jacket or you want to throw on a completer piece, a great accessory or something, then you're going to find that is going to elevate what you're wearing. So you need to dress for where you're at in your life right now, but make it stylish. So those options should help with that. And I will post more about that in the blog post. Okay, this is from Lynn. Lynn says, I live 2 hours from a town with real stores besides Walmart. I don't always know what to look for on online shopping. I want to look polished, but I live a casual life. So I'm going to go back to my encouragement that I gave before about really practicing online shopping. First of all, drive the 2 hours, do it one day, make a day of it, have a nice lunch, go by yourself because you want to take your time and try on all the clothes, try on a bunch of stuff. Make a note of your current sizes, your current favorite brands. It'll help you successfully shop online. Again, just like I said before, it'll help you shop online more successfully. If you are 2 hours from a store, you are going to need to learn to shop online. And the only way to do that is to just practice shopping online. And look for those essential pieces that are going to help you with your casual lifestyle. Now, the way to look polished and casual is to have those basic essential pieces. I'm going to drop a link to my Fashion Essentials Over 40 wardrobe guide. Those are the pieces that are going to be your everyday go-to essential pieces for your wardrobe. And then you're going to take those pieces and you're going to elevate them and make them look more polished by making sure your face, your hair, your makeup, your nails all look polished, and that you're wearing beautiful, polished, but simple accessories. So taking those simple, casual, staple pieces, adding accessories and adding polish with accessories and beauty is going to be a formula that's going to help you look and feel beautiful and effortless every single day. Also ask yourself, what makes you feel sloppy in your clothes? There are going to be things that are going to make you feel sloppy, that are going to make you feel like you're bumming around. Avoid those and instead look for more polished fabrics, more polished fits that still suit your casual lifestyle. For example, for me, I decided that knit joggers are not for me. Every time I wear a pair of knit joggers, I feel like I'm in my PJs. I feel slouchy. I feel frumpy. I just don't like the way that they feel on me. So I chose joggers or those tapered pants that feel like joggers in a woven material instead of a knit material, maybe a material like a faux leather or a washable satin or a silky material. All of a sudden, I felt more polished, more beautiful, more stylish, and I was just as comfortable. So you want to know what are those pieces for you that kind of just give you the feeling that you're like schlumpy dumpy. We all have them. Let me know in the comments whether you found this helpful. I got through a lot of questions, and I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit on the shorter side, but I have so many more questions to address in a future video. If you want to see more like this, I will put my superhero stylist cape on and answer more questions. Again, this is my Netta Safe Style Ask Me Anything format. I love hearing from you. Definitely you can send me your questions to support@nettamanley.com. I will get back to you one-on-one, but I will also get back to you in a video if it's something that I think a lot of women can also learn and gain from. Love you guys. If you like this format and you want to see more like it, let me know in the comments. Definitely hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. We really do a deep dive into your style and beauty questions and concerns on this channel, and I love it. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, this is Netta. I'm excited to tell you about my Ageless Style program today. At this point, over 1,000 women have gained confidence in their style, over 40 using my Ageless Style program. It's the only program of its kind anywhere. You get accountability, you get community, you get support, you get interaction with me as your personal stylist, working on your body type, your color, helping you build your wardrobe. If you want the results that I talk about in the program, if you want to join a community of women who are building their style, who are improving and enhancing their wardrobes and improving their confidence, then join us in the Ageless Style program.